Welcome back to Super Lilly Brothers.
Super Lilly Bros, welcome back.
Welcome back, Super Lilly Brothers.
Having a good time playing in the Tower of the Gods.
Staying on the grind. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. So, we've been talking so much about...
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can't carry the swords. This is another one of the areas where I feel like this kind of shows a lot of the thinking that went into Breath of the Wild. When we played this game as kids, we were like, oh, I wish I could just keep the weapons from one room to another. Can you imagine having a giant sword and being able to just carry it and attack people with it?
Oh, look, a giant sword that could probably solve all of my problems. Anyway,
I guess I'll just leave this behind.
Yeah. I have a bow now.
So, got a question for you.
Shocker.
Is this Windwaker's water dungeon?
Huh. I feel like it's more like a Temple of Time.
Yeah. I feel like it's a Temple of Time had a baby with the water dungeon.
I mean, the water part kind of stops in the middle.
Yeah, it does.
So,
ironically, because this is definitely the Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Water game.
Where you can't swim?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on.
0 out of 10, too much water.
This technology is phenomenal. Could just do a complete U-turn.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
All right.
Are you just Indiana Jonesing over there?
All right, sharks. This is my pitch.
It's just a rope on a piece of metal, but man, it can really take you places.
It's actually, as long as you don't look at it, can actually do like very magical things. That's actually pretty impressive.
Oh man.
Glowing door.
I think he just came from that glowing door. You might not be done in there.
Wait, I got the bow.
You got the bow, so now you can go back actually, and there's a platform from earlier that you can hit with your bow and arrow. Good job. You know you can hit them with your bow from the front and stun them, right?
Oh, frick. Do the Harlem Shuffle.
So yeah, this is one of my favorite dungeons in the entire game, but I always have a proclivity to love the ancient remnants of a dungeon kind of thing, where it's like, I don't know, like in a lot of Zelda games, there's just a lore-heavy dungeon where it's like, oh, you know, this was probably made by the gods or the Sheikah or the ancient Hylians or something. And this is that dungeon.
This is probably my favorite dungeon in the game.
Is it really?
I mean, to me, it just feels like a natural pick.
My favorite is definitely the Earth dungeon.
Oh, that's just because it has a medley in it.
No, it's because it's creepy. I love that dungeon. And also because
it has medley in it. No, it's the aesthetic of just, you know, the black and the stone. I'm crazy for that kind of thing.
Oh, I like the redance. But now this is definitely one of my favorites for sure. For the longest time, I thought there was just, in every Zelda game, just like there was a fire dungeon and a water dungeon in each Zelda game, that there was just also like a Temple of Time dungeon. It took me a long time to realize, like, think that through and be like, nope, just Twilight Princess and Wind Waker have a dungeon like this where you're trying to get statues to go places and balance it out just right so that you could, like, prove your worth to the gods or whatever.
Twilight Princess you can actually play in the Temple of Time.
Oh, so wonderful.
Which, how much do you actually like that dungeon?
That dungeon is another one of my favorites. Although, with Twilight Princess, it's not fair because every dungeon in that game, except for the Palace of the Sky, is like one of my favorite dungeons in the entire franchise.
That game has way too many. It's not really fair.
Yeah.
I love that it's a Temple of Time, but that's actually like not one of my favorite dungeons.
Really?
In the game.
What's more important for you in a dungeon? The gameplay, the puzzles, or the like aesthetic?
I usually like when like dungeons have like a super creative concept behind it. Like it's not just like the Earth dungeon or the Earth Temple or something, but it's like a Twilight Princess. Like it's like literally like you go to like a mansion for like a Yeti. Like, come on.
So you're like me. You like concept dungeons.
I like concepts, but I also really like when like you have to do like something like really like interesting in it. Like once again in that dungeon, if I remember, you're pretty much just delivering like soup or something to like the girl.
Yeah, to Yetta.
And she's like trying to remember where you're supposed to go, and you keep on like going to like dead ends.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
She's like, I think it's in the other room.
I left it in the garage.
Yeah,
with the windpipe.
I love when a dungeon feels like it has a story. For me, the perfect dungeons are this. One, if it feels like there's a story behind them, and that as you progress through the dungeon, you are unwinding that story. And two, I think you're supposed to do that from the platform, but if you pull it off from here, yes.
Yada, yada, yada. Keep talking.
But my other favorite is when a dungeon has a simple, like the best dungeons have a simple...
God dang! They can't keep getting away with it.
They will not live with this injustice.
I've fallen for everyone.
Man, I sure do wish that they had the stamps in this game that you could get out of chests.
They're not even worth anything.
But and this I get straight from Game Maker's Toolkit, if anyone's seen that. But I love the ones where it's a simple question wrapped in a complicated answer.
Are we still talking about dungeons?
Yeah. Where it's just like, okay, I just have to go there. But to get there, you have to do like 10 billion little things. And one thing just leads to another and leads to another and leads to another. I love dungeons like that. Where when it all comes together, you're like, oh, like you just have that moment where the whole vision of the dungeon comes together. I love it. This one's really good too because it's basically a Mario level, but it's a Zelda dungeon.
This right here?
Yeah, because the Mario level is, and by that I mean in gaming philosophy. Obviously, I don't mean like in gameplay, but the concept is start with a simple premise, move statues, then make that situation increasingly complicated over time, and more switches to that basic idea of switch, move statues onto buttons, you know? And they just develop it until it's very, very complex by the end of it.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Not in my house.
No, sir.
Oh, man.
What?
You gotta get behind the statue, behind those lasers.
Why can't he just hear me from here?
He can't. He's hard of hearing. Goats are notoriously deaf.
Read it in the Hyrule Wikipedia. Actually, if you read in the Hyrule Historia, you've gotta be. Come on.
You call him. You gotta call him first.
No, you gotta.
Yeah, you hit the word call. Hit it.
Where is it?
ZR. You hit ZR.
Bro, I don't even. Bro, why do they not show? They don't even like show you.
It's only your third time doing it.
I haven't done this yet.
Yeah, well, that is true.
Oh yeah, well, you're right.
Oh man. So now, but you see how and that's how Mario levels work. You do things in threes, and the third time is the most complicated version of it. And this was our third time getting a statue onto a button, and that was probably the most difficult version of the puzzle. Mm-hmm. And this whole dungeon works like that. And so it's very, I don't know, for me it's very satisfying when you get there.
Hey, it's that guy that looks like Robin Hood from... Alms for the poor! You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, from the Disney's Robin Hood when he dresses up like oh, quite good, governor. I can't remember the line.
I just remember him like he's just like on like the sticks.
You're gonna lose him. Oh, no, you're not. Sorry.
How do I not throw it? Hold on.
Press B.
How do I not throw it?
Press B.
Okay. Wait. I need to bomb that wall.
Yeah. Especially now that he's down there, it's the perfect time to do it.
Perfect time to kill him.
Yeah, we have a bomb threat in the Tower of the Gods.
As I like get out the bomb, he's like, "Oh my god, I'm alive!"
Well, it's just a statue, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Whoa,
I'm a real boy!
Is this what it feels like to breathe?
Your love and affection has brought me back.
Yeah.
Looks like, puts the bomb away. Come on. Did it work?
No way.
That was like an anime moment where the dust clears and it's completely and totally unaffected.
Hold on. I take pride in my ability to do this.
Yeah. Maybe you should.
Why is this?
Pride comes before a fall, there, buddy.
Why is this zone so small? Good.
Oh. All right, you have 23 more chances. Just get down there and hold a bomb over your head and take the hit.
I'm not doing that. I will not stoop. I will not settle.
All right. I feel like you're about to stoop. Come on.
No.
That wasn't anywhere near ready. I just want to let
Is this like a bombable wall?
Yes, it is. I just want to let you know.
Jimmy Fallon, come out. Joke's over. God, dude.
Ashton Kutcher comes out. Oh man, you got punked!
The look on your face when you got a game over.
When you bombed yourself in the face again.
This is the one. Please tell me. Please tell me why that didn't work.
You gotta use a bomb arrow.
No, but that was close enough, though.
I don't know.
I'm gonna stay like closer.
Use my method. It'll work. You're throwing it too high.
Thank you. No, that was too soon. Okay.
In the next room, we're gonna need bombs. I guarantee it. Yeah, first try. Oh gosh.
Okay, there it is.
All these different types of statues.
Check what? Check.
Checking our bikes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Draw the wind.
I always thought that this was a very unfair hint to just have the wind symbol on the ground.
It basically tells you.
What does it say?
It says like, well, I don't remember, but it says something about like I wonder where the wind should be pointing or something.
Oh, check.
Golden eye.
I'm hungry. Give me some bomb to eat, please.
Please don't throw it in my mouth.
Yeah, these guys are not the sharpest tools in the shed. Do you think that the Tower of the Gods appeared in a past Zelda game? This is like a new version of it, or do you think it's an entirely different building?
What do you think?
Some people think it's the Temple of Time. I don't think it's that. I don't think it bears enough resemblance. But I do think it's interesting to. Oh, hold on. I wanted you to check that wind crest again to see exactly what it says, because I feel like the hint is not strong enough. Oh, they're back. Designs that reflect the wind are drawn here. Like I don't feel like that's a very clear.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you can figure it out. I figured it out. According to Hyrule Historia.
Actually, it's like super easy. I did it my first try. Right.
Once you play Dark Souls, basically everything's pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right. Get it.
Let me show you the door. I love the pose these guys are like always striking.
They're like, yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
They look like they're in like a 50s show tune or something. Like a backup girl.
They look like a standard pose from any JoJo character.
Oh, the anime?
Yeah, from JoJo.
I thought you were talking about Jojo Rabbit.
I mean, I guess that works too.
I still haven't seen the anime though.
Yeah.
I've actually heard from a couple people that they really like that show.
Yeah, it's really something. Let me tell you, it is very accurately named when it's called bizarre. There's just a certain point where you're watching a JoJo show, or a JoJo episode, and you just give up on the idea of cause and effect in the show, and you just kind of enjoy what's on the screen. You just kind of let it happen to you.
You know what I used to think this was?
A portal to the past.
Yeah.
Oh.
You were going back in time. Or like forward in time or something. To like the same room. Wouldn't that be like awesome?
That would be cool. Are we 100% positive that's not the case?
Well, I'm pretty sure it just goes like to like the boss door.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it just it could just be like a portal to another side of the room. A lot of people say that this is kind of looks like ancient Sheikah technology. If you look like on the walls, the stuff that they have drawn, and especially the final boss looks a lot like Sheikah technology from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
I don't think. Once again, I keep saying the same thing, but like Nintendo was not thinking that far.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think when they made Breath of the Wild that they went back to Windwaker and were like, oh, we could really draw on this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't ring true to me.
I think this is like, I like kind of like design on like the floors and like the walls.
Yeah.
Oh god, I got it.
I love, gosh, I've already said this once, but I just love dungeons that look like this and feel like they have lore significance to them in some way. And this absolutely does it. Like when you're in this tower, you wonder, in a way that you don't with, say, the Dragon Roost Fire Temple or whatever. You wonder when you're playing this dungeon, who built this?
Yeah.
You know,
well,
like,
I'm pretty sure the gods, they like say that, don't they?
Yeah, but like which gods? Because the 3 golden goddesses haven't been around for a while, you know?
Well, like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure those are like the only gods in like the universe.
I don't know, there's tons of gods. I mean, there's Hylia, there's Demise, and then there's a bunch of lesser gods too. Majora.
But those are like the gods though. Like that's what people like mean when they say the gods.
Oh, not so easy, was it? Alright, well, I guess next time on Wind Waker, we will go ahead...
Is it that time already?
Yeah, it's that time already. We're going to go ahead and fight that final boss.
Man, I wanted to do that so bad. Well, Next time on Wind Waker.
Next time on Wind Waker. You know what to do.
And if you don't, ask someone.